Okay, similar to rectangular array, the second option in array command is the polar array. Okay, now this is the circular pattern basically. Okay, so for polar array, if you select the polar array command, it will prompt for selecting the object, enter, and then it will prompt for specify the center point of the object, center point of the array. So let us say I want to array this circle through this circumference of the PCD. So basically I want 6 holes on this circle. Okay, so that can be done. So there are a lot of options, similar options to the rectangular array. There are multiple options in polar array. Okay, so let us say I can control the items in the first option. Let us say I want only 3 items, and to fill area is 360. So 360 divided by 3, so distance between the array will be automatically calculated to 120. Okay, so if I am controlling the fill area, so if I am making 180, in 180 I can make 3 patterns with the angle of 90. So that is basically a relationship between fill portion and the angle between two array pattern. Okay, now what this second option do, row option, this is by default 1. So if I am making 2, the next row of pattern will be added. Okay, like this, and then I can give distance between the original and this. So let us make this 15. So I can make one more pattern outside this with the same operation. Okay, so just making whole circle 360, and let us say I want to have 5 patterns. So that pattern will be copied. So if I try to increase this row to 5, everything will be copied to the 5 different rows. Okay, again level option is not used in 2D, it is for 3D, creating different levels. So we are not using that in 2D. Okay, associative is again same option, it will be by default selected. Okay, in this array, because everything is connected, angle will be controlled. Okay, so if I deselect it, whatever pattern I am making, that will be not associated to each other. Okay, now let us say I am also creating a rectangle here. Okay, so moving this from this point to this point, let us say it's a big circular table, and I want to have this chair pattern on that circular table. Okay, so let us say I want to have 10 different chairs on the periphery of this table. So I will use the array command. In array command, a polar array command, what I want to pattern, these two, enter, and the center point of the table. So I am getting the 6 chairs. So let us say I want to have 10 different chairs. Now if you observe carefully, each pattern is getting rotated about the circle. Okay, so if I deselect the rotate option, the same chair pattern will be copied at each interval. So that is the rotate option. Okay, direction option will either do it clockwise or anti-clockwise, so that option is also can be used. So that is the difference between selecting a rotation option and deselecting the rotation option. Okay, so pattern will be rotated throughout the array or polar array, okay, with the rotate option. So make use of this option very carefully, rotate item, which is by default selected in command. Okay, so if you don't want that, you can deselect that option. So these are the options in polar array, a very simple but very effective command. Again, if these are created and associated with each other, you can always go with the explode command and make it separate. Okay, thank you.